Welcome everyone. Your future self has a few things to say to you, and this is a timeless pick a card. What does that mean? It means that this reading is meant for you whenever you find it, regardless of when it was uploaded. Okay, so today we have three options. Option 1 on the left, Sodalite. Option 2 in the middle, Diamond. And option 3 on the right hand side, Pink Sapphire. Take a deep breath with me. And exhale. Timestamps are in the description box. If you need more time to choose, you can pause the video now. See you there. Okay. Ooh, option 1, Sodalite. What does your future self want to say to you? The number 52 and the number 7 could be relevant, so it could be something about your spiritual path, could be something about your throat chakra, because there's communication here. Could be something about communication. With these petals here and communication, I'm seeing communication blooming or communication blossoming. All right, and I can't help but notice that these petals are pink, so I'm thinking like either first love or falling in love or a first date with someone or your first time with someone, something like that, and the communication between possibly two people. There could be like spiritual communication, like a spiritual bond here, where you also communicate telepathically with someone. But again, your future self is a lot more vast than this relationship. Your future self is coming through to say that you've made a lot of developments when it comes to your communication with the higher realms, your claircognizance, connecting to your intuition. That has been fine-tuned into the future. And there's a sense of more love towards self as well, and you unblocking your throat chakra. If there was a block there where you were unable to communicate, where you felt blocked, that you will be freeing yourself from that block and you will be speaking your mind. Beautiful. And I see tranquility in your future self. Look at that. Look at that face. So much peace. Your future self is at peace, okay? And there's a sense of self-love here, and I can't help but notice this little lotus flower here, and that seems to be in the past, so it seems like whatever you've been through that has been tough, and it's most likely been very tough, that is in the past. The best is yet to come. Your future self is saying the best is yet to come. Okay, Sodalite. So some of you drink light soda. Even if it's light soda, your future self is coming through to say, don't drink the light soda. I don't know why. Unless it's sparkly water outside your meals, okay? Something about soda, something about lightness, feeling light. Bubbly and light. Bubbly and light. Your future self is coming through saying life is bubbly and light. And filled with love and romance. Oh, wow. Okay. S-O. Date. So a date. Italy. Ali. I'm just seeing words and names that come through. Dahlia. Dali. Salvador Dali. D-A-A-L-T-E. I just heard SoCal and Texas as well. Somalia. Damascus. Lithuania. And also these initials could be somewhere in your name or someone's name. S-O-D-A-L-I-T-N-E. Okay. Let me just pull my bench further. Okay. There's also a sense of conscious awareness here. Your future self is coming through to say that you're consciously aware, you've set intentions in your life, you've lived intentionally, and that intentionality is playing out in the future. You are aware, you are awakened. And the more you connect to your inner knowing, your intuition, the more confident you feel in the future. And there's a sense of confidence in the expression of clear intention. So somewhere along the line, you're learning to set intentions, to communicate that to the universe, to communicate that to others, and to be assertive. There is, and with assertive, assertiveness is the energy of Mars and Aries, and it can be a little bit bellic, meaning it can be a little bit warlike at times in the most negative sense, but it's also fighting mode, fighting for yourself, fighting for what you stand for, and being true to yourself. And also, being assertive does not mean aggressive, or it just means that you say what you mean and you mean what you say, and you speak your mind without fear. But you can do that with these petals here. You can do that in a loving and kind way. Okay, there's ways of asserting yourself, of saying exactly what you want to say without being mean, aggressive, or hurtful. And so that's what's coming through here. Your future self is saying here about how you're communicating in the future. And this is a point to where you get, you're reaching a state of conscious awareness that is key to clearly communicating your intentions to the universe. And so your future self is fully awake. And all the choices you're making in the future are to influence your well-being. And there's something about you having sleep hygiene, meaning going to bed at a certain time and sleeping well through the night, that is important and is key here. Okay, I'm seeing someone coming through, someone watching this who has ADHD. One of the first things that you need to work on and see through when it comes to one of the first things to tackle when it comes to ADHD is sleep, okay? Because if you can regulate sleep, then you already have a bunch of other things under control. Okay, that just came through as well. All right, what is next? Because I shuffled a bunch of piles, and now I'm trying to see, yeah, this is the one. Ooh, stepping through, and look how she's coming out of that lotus flower. Yes. So you guys have definitely been through a lot, and your future self is acknowledging that. But what didn't kill you made you stronger, and you really came out so much stronger, that much more beautiful from your experiences. And the way you move through your experiences are turning you into this beautiful, shining, glowing being. So you're the epitome. Your future self is coming through to say that you're the epitome of turning obstacles into stepping stones. And you're going to see just how much it made you glow. The number 47 could be relevant, as well as the number 11 coming through. Merkaba. The Merkaba is there. So you've somehow mastered, your future self is coming through to say that you've mastered, you've stepped into your light body. You've traveled through high into the ethers through the Merkaba, through your crown chakra. You've even learned light language, is what I'm seeing here. And what does this mean for you, though? I'm seeing like one of those birds. I know the name in Portuguese, it's beija-flor, but the name in English is hummingbird, I think. So that could be significant. Communication, again, the blue bird of communication, the bird representing communication, and the color blue as well. And even the butterflies are blue. So it's like you're learning to, your future self is saying you've mastered the art of communication and being assertive, and that has empowered you and transformed you in beautiful ways. And this communication is mainly with the higher realms as well. There's so much coming through of downloads from the higher realms that is helping you glow, and it's also helping you ground things here for your in your life, in the material, and in this world, in this material world. And it's like you've mastered your emotions. You've used them in very positive ways, is what I'm seeing here as well. Yeah, the number 47 could be, so your future self could be coming through at 52 or 47 years old even. Your future self is coming through to tell you to follow your heart and to keep dreaming big. And if you're not dreaming big right now, you should. Your future self is coming through to say that you are or will be stepping through something that has been holding you back. You're at the threshold right now of maybe starting a new project. All is possible for you, but you have to take the road less traveled and you have to trust the process. So you're not meant to follow other people's routes, if that makes sense. You're meant to do something different, and it may even be a little bit daunting to you, but it's like it's your path. You're meant to follow your own path. And now what's coming up here is something that I saw the other day, and I thought it was so interesting because it kind of identifies me, and I feel in this pile there is something here that makes you resonate with what I'm going to say. Just give me a second, because it was actually a post that I saved. I found it so interesting. Well, very basic, but interesting. So what does it say? So it was the opposite of FOMO. It's JOMO, and it says the joy of missing out on other people's plans so that you can enjoy your own. Because there's something about other people's plans that has not been working out for you, doing things the way other people do it, living life on other people's terms. It's life on your terms. Your future self is coming through to say that your life has definitely shifted to being more on your terms and doing the things that you enjoy, not what you're supposed to enjoy based off what other people are enjoying, if that makes sense. So, wow, beautiful. Is there anything else coming through from this card specifically that wants to come through? You've been putting off some dreams and projects here, but now is the time to start, okay? Even if it's just one small element of the bigger picture, it's those little steps every single day that get you closer to that big picture. And just do it. Just do it. Use that as a mantra. Just do it. Whether you're tired, whether you don't feel like it, that motivation burns out fast, but discipline is that flame that keeps burning. So if you're relying on motivation right now, shift to relying more on discipline, okay? Discipline yourself to, I'm not saying wear yourself out, but push yourself through, even if psychologically you're not feeling it, because if you do just do it anyway, what happens is that you're going to feel good for having done that. And it's like this challenge and obstacle that you overcame, and it may seem very small or big at the time, depending, but it's going to make a big difference is what I'm seeing here. All right, I love how I shuffled so many decks, and now I'm feeling like, what am I going to use here? I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna see what deck I feel called to, and I will pull a card from there. Ooh, 5th chakra. Oh my word, this is all aligning. I wish, so I had this deck shuffled. I didn't know what was there, and I had to take this deck from off of it. I had no idea. Look at that. It's the throat chakra again. Blue. Blue could be very significant to you guys. You're definitely healing a lot. Your throat chakra either needs healing or you've been healing your throat chakra, and it's going to pay off. And again, the crown chakra there is being illuminated. You have something to communicate that is from the higher realms, that is information that is given to you, and it has to come out of your throat, your mouth, your voice, your brain, okay? Because you're meant, and the trumpet there. You're like a truth speaker, or There's some communication that you're meant to bring forward. Now I'm seeing the air signs very, very strongly here. Air and water signs. So I'm seeing Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And Archangel Gabriel could be with you. So Archangel Gabriel is protecting your family and is encouraging you to follow through with what you need to say, or teach, or speak up for yourself. Whatever this is, there's something about communication here. Maybe you need healing around your throat chakra, and that's what your future self is coming through to say, that if you do work on healing your throat chakra right now, that will pay off big time. I do energy healing Zoom sessions one-on-one. If you're interested, you can find my email in the description box for that. But the number 39 could be relevant, and the number 3. 3 is third house energy, Gemini energy, Mercurial energy, and progress, and socializing, and communicating, and thinking, and analyzing data. So some of you are teachers, or some of you are salespeople, or you have to travel a lot close to your area or within your country. Could be that you are in the travel industry, or you're selling things online, products, services, or even a local business. 39. So ages coming through for your future self: 39, 47, and 52 years old. But this is all about communication. You're healing your throat chakra, and that will bring you a lot of benefits. So it's almost like so far these 3 cards are repeating themselves, or they just keep reiterating. What is it? The rejection. So at the basis of this could be a fear of rejection that kind of stunted your ability to speak up for yourself, or maybe you don't speak up, or you don't say something, or you don't communicate something, or you don't write that book, or you don't write those songs because of a fear of rejection. Or maybe you're meant to write about rejection. But again, 13 could be significant as an age where you were rejected maybe, and that affected you somehow. But 1 plus 3 is a 4. So 4 is the energy of discipline versus motivation again. And now 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 7, 11, 2, 3. Anyway, 13 is also the number of death in the traditional tarot, meaning you're going through a rebirth. And you know, the worst is now behind you with that lotus flower there in the dark. You're coming out of that. You're not going to be rejected again, if that makes sense. And the number 13 here now is reminding me of turning your bad luck into good luck. Maybe you have to say something to say about rejection, or you don't speak up because you were rejected, and in some way your future self is coming through to say that there's no need to be afraid of being rejected. Ace of Swords, again, speak your truth. You see the truth clearly. You're meant to speak your truth. And it's interesting because here it says affinity and friendship, obtain the friendship of anyone. So it's like where maybe you feel you would be rejected, what is going to happen actually is that you're going to make more friends the more you speak your mind. You're going to find that tribe and those people who are meant to be in your life. And by not speaking up, by holding back, you're keeping yourself away from the people you're meant to be around, or the people who are meant to be around you, who align with you, who you are authentically and genuinely and truthfully to your core. And we have the number 61 here, so it could be another age coming through. And the number 7. The truth is that you need to speak your truth in order to gain friendship of anyone, and it's a lot more people than you would expect. Page of Wands, but this is like new territory for you. You could be kind of shy here because of past rejection, but you do feel inspired to take this journey of living in your truth, speaking your truth, sharing your truth, or sharing some kind of a truth so that you can find those who need you or who are aligned with you or those whom you need. Queen of Air, oh my gosh. I'm taking one tarot card from each deck. That's just how I'm being called to do this. Again, that blue energy, Queen of Air, is all about communication. So there's something coming through Gemini, Libra, Aquarius again. And you are wise because we have the owl there, but the Queen of Swords is someone who sets healthy boundaries, but is open to communication. So be open to communication and set those healthy boundaries. And when you communicate, you're assertive in your communication. And you also know when to not talk, when to listen, when to stop the conversation, when to move away, and when to cut out people or information that is not helping you move forward. So this leads me to another thing here. There could be thoughts that you keep allowing that are keeping you stuck. And there's things maybe that you keep saying that are like spells in your life that keep you stuck. So if you want to change that, you need to change your own narrative by changing your own story, by changing the way you communicate with yourself, the way you speak, the way you think. That will make all the difference here so that you can manifest different outcomes. Why is this all skewed? I need to ask myself. There. That's better. Six of Ariel. Okay, your future self now on another note is saying that your material needs will get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. There will be acts of kindness. Giving and receiving with a grateful heart have a lot to do with improving your material standing and how you communicate with the universe. So there's something about the way that you maybe communicate about money or health or stability in your life that is keeping you from, first of all, breaking even. Second of all, finding a balance in your financial and stability. But at the same time, it's also been preventing you from going up to the 7, 8, 9, and 10 of Pentacles, King and Queen of Pentacles. And it's because of a way of thinking and speaking to the universe. So there's a sense that your relationship with money here has probably been influenced by a way of thinking that maybe has been influenced by people around you, whether that be, it doesn't matter, it could be friends, family members, whoever. Maybe you heard some people say many times, oh, I'm poor, I'm poor, I'm poor, we're poor, like whatever. There's not enough to pay for this, and now, oh my God, now we have to pay these bills, we're going to be left with nothing. You know, that's low vibrational lack mentality and mindset. And of course people experience that. I'm not saying that this comes out of the blue, but if only you can change the story in your mind and the story that comes out of your mouth, to start seeing how that reflects externally after a while of doing this. So it works to have positive affirmations running through your mind, and to help that going, that process to start, it really helps to voice it out with your voice, like speak it out loud and write it down so you can see it with your eyes, you can hear it with your ears, it comes out of your mouth, so it creates a whole different energy around you that then attracts in more. So let's say for example, you have to pay for something and it's kind of expensive, but you have to pay for it. So instead of saying, oh my gosh, this is such a drag, this is so expensive, I don't have money for this, oh, here you go, whatever, now I'm poor, right? You go and you say, I'm grateful that I have the money to pay for this and I know more is coming, because the universe is abundant and brings me in a lot of prosperity all the time. See, it's a shift in how you speak to yourself, of yourself. It's your assumptions about what you believe is possible. It's your assumptions about who you believe you are and what you believe you're entitled to. So if you move from the premise that you're entitled to just as much as everyone else, then you just have to assume that the universe is an abundant, prosperous, generous place. Good place that will bring you that abundance always. There will always be a way of paying those bills, and there will even be more than that. Okay. Where are we? Adrift, yeah. There's a sense of letting go of trying to control things out of a place of fear because of, you know, maybe a fear that maybe you were rejected from after job interviews and you didn't get the job, or you didn't get the part, or you didn't get the money, or you didn't get the sales, or whatever. And that set you into a mindset of fear maybe. And because of, again, things that maybe you observed around you, or people always told you, or maybe how you grew up, you need to let go. Let that shit go. Let that, all that past stuff go. Whatever you've been through in the past. You can't keep bringing it into the future. Otherwise, you will keep recreating it if that's what you expect. Start expecting different things. And allow that higher force to take charge for a time and see how things change. Close that cycle of holding on too tightly, and just release your money, save some, but don't always be talking negatively about every time you have to spend money. The number 27 could be relevant, the number 9. It's time to close the cycle on how you've been perceiving prosperity and abundance in your life. Libra, it's time to find a balance. Someone here could have Libra in their chart. The sun, maybe a sun in Libra, but again, doesn't have to be so specific. And the number 12, Pisces energy as well. But this is the subconscious. It's like your subconscious is being illuminated here in this reading, and your future self wants you to have your subconscious illuminated right now, because to see how and what needs to be worked on that may have been influencing you all this time, you know, negatively, and affecting your finances. Oh, okay. Your future self is also coming through to say that there's travel in your future, an upcoming trip that will prove to be life-changing in very, very positive ways. All right. And you're going to have the money to do this. Oh, yeah. Air travel. Knight of Voices. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius again. Air travel. So there's a trip that's going to be life-changing in very, very positive ways. Wow, I'm so curious to know about what these ways are, and for that I need to grab another tarot card from a different deck, because that's what we're doing today. Justice, maybe to do, bringing a contract here, bringing balance to your life and a contract. They're being very mysterious here. What is this contract about? I'm running out of tarot decks that I shuffled for this one. Oh wait, I have one here that I think I haven't used yet. Strength. This could be Leo season. Travel. That would be life-changing in positive ways. Something to do with a contract. So curious now for you guys. Have I used up all these tarot decks yet? Shall we repeat from a tarot deck? Yeah, they don't want to disclose more. Your future self wants to keep this a secret. But there's something about travel and a contract that will be life-changing in very positive ways. And we have Libra here, contract. And the sun, again, Leo season. So Leo season is last week of July, first 3 weeks of August, up until December or February. So between July and February, or February and July, but I'm seeing more like between July and February. There's a contract here is going to be life-changing in positive ways, but they don't want to say anything else. This is all they're going to say right now. And we've already been to a different deck twice, so I'm going to leave it here, and that is I feel your message. If you want more messages, you may maybe check other piles and other future self readings that I have here on the channel that are all timeless. If you want to book a reading with me and any other of my services, you can find my email in the description box. And thank you so much for liking, commenting, sharing these videos. It helps the channel. It helps me bring more. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Have a beautiful day and bye. Welcome. Option 2, you guys chose the diamond. Messages from your future self. Oh, wow. The number 20 could be relevant. The number 2. Okay, Diana. Monday. Moon day. Dia, daytime. The world. Amu, something you love. On. Nd, ia, am, mornings. Daytime, mornings, the world. Okay, so someone here could have these initials in your name. D-I-A-M-O-N-D. D-D. So, your future self is coming through to say that your life has been tough. You've been under a lot of pressure, a lot of heat. But what you don't know is that what has been forming is something very precious. You're turning into a very rare and precious commodity. I don't want to call you a commodity, but it's just for the sake of what's coming through. But let's just put it that way. You're very valuable. You're turning into someone very valuable and with high value. So whatever you've been through has been shaping you into something beautiful. And it's because you allow yourself to work through the pressure and you don't just run from it that has been shaping you and molding you. And the reason why you don't see it is because you haven't been polished just yet. But when you do, you're just going to see how much you've grown and how far you've come. I'm seeing 20 years from now. This is your future self 20 years from now. You're wealthy. 20 years from now, you're wealthy. It doesn't mean that you're not going to be wealthy before that, okay? It's a build-up. You're going to be very comfortable financially. You're glowing. You are precious. You are very appreciated, highly regarded, and highly valued by other people in your life, and it's more than one person here. And there's a lot of little diamonds around you, so it's like you're going to also influence people around you so positively. You're going to create some maybe little people of your own, and that's only if it resonates, who are going to be little polished diamonds just like you. If you already have kids, of course, and that applies, or maybe these are your students or your employees or your people who go to you for advice, or just people who are lucky enough to be around you, are all going to benefit from this. I feel you guys are Lakshmi, so you bring wealth to other people. You inspire people, or your energy, just the energy that you give people is just helps them create their own wealth and their own bliss in life. And people gravitate toward you because of that. Because of your energy that is so pure and so transparent and so honest and so earned. You've earned this. Like you've earned this. You've worked to get to this point. And it's not just physical, practical work. This is like inner work that you've been doing, okay? And you shine bright like a diamond. Your future self is shining bright like a diamond. Highly valued, highly appreciated. If you have product services, your time is, well paid for. It's like, I won't get out of bed unless, it's not getting out of bed, but I won't perform a service unless the person is paying me what it's worth. Like, how much is it worth if you're healing someone in let's say one session that would be for the rest of their life, you solve them a big problem, let's say, that would have hindered them and kept them away from achieving their greatest dreams and their own potential, their own health, their own wealth, even if it's just half an hour of your time, how do you put a price to that, right? And so you're learning to value yourself and what you bring to the world as well. And there's something about beauty in your future. Your future self is beautiful. And you've gained a strength that has arisen from all these trials and challenges that you overcame, because you, instead of allowing it to defeat you, you turned your obstacles into stepping stones, and you kept reclaiming your power, bouncing back, moving forward. And this just made you more stronger and more beautiful. That's basically what I'm seeing here. So, wow, beautiful energy. Heart chakra, yeah, because it's coming from your heart. It's coming from a place of love. You've mastered the art of love. You've mastered your heart and opening your heart to abundance, because abundance, people may think that abundance comes only from hard work and applying yourself in that sense, and even blocking off your heart space in favor of the coin. And that's not what I'm seeing here. What I'm seeing here is an unfurling back to love and a change when it comes to connecting to your heart. That in turn with the green, that's why green is associated to abundance and prosperity, and also to the heart chakra. There's a reason for green being connected to both things. And it's because by opening your heart chakra, loving fearlessly, and expecting disappointments from time to time, because that's just life, but getting up on that horse again and coming from a place of the heart, that's where true courage really happens, is taking action from the heart space. Is the very definition of the word courage. That's what courage means, is taking action from the heart space, if you look at the Latin origins of the word courage. And so it's by following through with your heart and leading with your heart, exactly by allowing your heart to lead you, that you open up to true abundance and prosperity, because that can only come from a place of love, because that is higher frequency and vibration. If you're coming from a place of fear and lack, which is connected only to the material and the hard work, and if it has to be hard and I have to block away love and all of that, then you keep yourself in that cycle. But this is about raising your vibration to that higher energy of unconditional, universal love that opens up the abundance of bringing more. Not mainly by focusing just on romantic love, of course. This is something bigger that, of course, includes and encompasses that romantic love, but it's so much more than that. It's love for what you're doing. It's love when you're handling with people around you. It's feeling the divine love, right? Divine love is just feeling love as you move through the world. And that really opens up a lot of prosperity and more love coming your way. And that's what your future self is coming through to say. You are so surrounded, because even this diamond card has a lot of green in it. You're so surrounded by love. Your future self is coming through to say that you are surrounded by love and prosperity and people who really value you. And that's like 20 to 25 years from now, or from 5 to 20 years from now within this time frame. It could even, start tomorrow. Your future is like the next minute. So don't take these numbers too seriously. They could just mean something else. And change. There's change happening for you right now on the level of your heart chakra. Your heart chakra is changing right now. You're awakening and you're reconnecting or connecting and coming back to love. But some of you may say, I've never really felt the love in this lifetime. It could have come from remembering love in a past lifetime, or early in this lifetime, or moments in this life where you felt that love. and making it a permanent fixture in your life is what I'm seeing here more now. Yeah, hostilities. Maybe you've been dealing with a lot of hostilities so far. People who were just not in the right mental space, or just coming at you with arguments and being, just harsh, and or maybe you just felt that life was hostile toward you, and then you kind of became a little bit that way to counteract and defend yourself. And so there's a lot of defensive mode here, and it seems like you're melting your defenses a little bit, bringing down those walls a little bit, because it's not been working for you. And it's also learning how to kill them with kindness, almost fight with love instead of fighting with the same weapons that people bring toward you. I'm not saying that you're going to roll over and accept everything, no, because that way no one would value you in the future. So I'm also seeing a sense of setting strong boundaries here, and putting your path first and what you're doing before, what anyone else could say or do to try and stop you, deter you, or just ruin your day, right? The number 26 could be relevant, and the number 8. There's a sense of your future self coming through to say that you've reached stable prosperity, despite the hostilities, despite the arguments, despite the mental conflict, despite any naysayers or people trying to stop you or come up against you, or just negative experiences with people in your past, okay? You're going to make it through, is what I'm seeing here. You're going to make it through. Victim consciousness. Yeah. It's like if you have ever entertained thoughts of let's just start from the premise, maybe you were a victim, and if you were and are, I am very sorry, but you're going to overcome this. You're coming out of, there could be a period of time where you did go through, or you are going through victim consciousness, where you identify as a victim still, or you did, but it's a sense of detaching from identifying as a victim that's going to turn things around for you. Despite having been, you're going to put that in the past, and you're not going to lead with that consciousness, if that makes sense. These are the changes that are going to happen, and that's going to lead to a change of heart as well. And 12 could be a significant number, but 1 plus 3 will lead to progress. Now with the 3, third house, I'm seeing Gemini energy, Mercury. 8th house, I'm seeing Scorpio, vulnerability. Maybe you were vulnerable with people who didn't deserve your vulnerability, but you also learned a lot of lessons. So there's a sense that it would benefit you to stay vulnerable, but to not expect always the best out of people, and that's okay. But also learning to navigate, move away, and move through these energies is what I see your future self is coming through to say, that the way you're handling this and dealing with this is changing in a more positive way. So you're detaching from identifying with a victim consciousness, and leaving that victim in the past to dissolve, and turning into something or someone who is in fact powerful. A new beginning with this first house here, a new life, a new reality altogether that looks very different from your past reality. Something about your physical body will change in this process in a very positive way because of how you change your outlook on life experiences and how you deal with things. Your self-image is going to improve as well. I'm not saying that you're not already beautiful. I'm just seeing improvements. You're being welcomed into a new dimension in this lifetime. Right now you're at this entry point, and there's a sense of heightened self-awareness and awakening going on for you right now, where the opinions of others and your whole consciousness and the way you think and face things is changing for the better. And because of that, you're going to start reaping benefits in the physical around you. Yeah, bring love into the situation. You're bringing love into the situation so that more love could be brought into your life. And that's the shift in consciousness. That is the bigger thing that I'm seeing here for you right now. And this is bringing you a new beginning. There's something around the last 2 weeks of January that is going to be very significant when it comes to a new beginning for you, welcoming you into a new, more blissful life, okay? And fully letting go of this victim consciousness and hostile people even. I feel you are letting go of a lot of hostile environments, people, thoughts, whatever that is, behaviors even, and feelings. And you're substituting all of that for love. And so this has to yield some really, really, really good results here. I'm assuming. All right, so let's start with the tarot. What are we going to do now? Are we going to keep doing oracles, or do we move to the tarot? Okay, so how I'm doing this today, I actually shuffled a bunch of decks today. I was just feeling it. And now I'm just feeling called to take one card from each tarot deck and see how that goes. But for some reason, I'm just questioning, should I get another oracle card? Yes, because I took this one. And it says Queen here. So it's Queen energy, radiates the regal feminine, uses her benevolent authority to protect others. So no matter how you were treated, whether you're masculine or feminine, it doesn't matter. It's just the message behind this card. However you were treated in the past, you're not going to do the same. You're going to lead by example, that you can actually be a leader, you can actually be regal, you can actually be a diamond and still treat other people with fairness, kindness, love, respect, and be protective over other people who maybe went through the same things you were, which is why so many people are going to value you and gravitate toward you. Yes, because of your heart and your kindness and your love here. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy could be strongly in your chart. You're going to lead with your heart into the future. And kill them with kindness. That's how you're going to fight with love. Beautiful. Okay. What are we using now? Ten of Swords. You're leaving the pain in the past, the emotional pain in the past. The number 17, the number 8. You're being protected from sadness in the future. And you're going to get a lot of revelations through your dreams. The pain is left in the past and ending to... Okay, so if you've been a victim, that's going to end. That's going to end. That's the good news here that I'm seeing for you guys. King of Air, interesting, same position. The Queen of Air came out in option 1. So there could be a message there for you. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The end of wearing a mask. The end of playing a role that is not aligned with who you are. The end of... There's a higher discernment here, and also learning how to protect yourself more and when to wear the mask when you actually need to protect yourself from becoming a victim. So there's no repeat in allowing yourself, because you've kind of learned to defend yourself here. Two of Wands. In the future, your future self is coming through to say that you need to make a plan. Plan and strategize right now. Plan and strategize on how to move away from the hostilities. Lead with your heart. Now I'm seeing two people here. A new beginning between two people. And there could be a distance between these two people. A new beginning between... Yeah, look at this. If you're separated from someone you love and you're feeling a victim of circumstances, that is going to change, and you're going to be able to ground this in the material, physical with this person, meaning touching each other, being together in the same place, in the same geographical area, and planting a seed for the future. But there needs to be some planning that goes into this. Your future self is coming through to say that you need to make a plan, that a plan is needed moving into this right now. Page of Ariel. This is new territory, but again, what I see here, your future self also coming through to say, is that if you plan things now, if you come up with a plan, and this could also be a business plan, make sure you do it from your heart. Make sure you do something that your heart is connected to, that you love, because that will be the sturdiest, the strongest seed that would lead to something stable, prosperous, long-lasting, and healthy. For some of you, you're getting education or learning some new skills or something here. Some of you are getting a scholarship for the pursuit of education or an opportunity in work to make money, and it's going to be very, very profitable. Okay. Meditation is important. Your future self is coming through to say. And there's a new beginning coming for you guys. And I'm seeing either around the last week of 2 weeks of February. It's between the last 2 weeks of January and the last 2 weeks of February here that we have a new beginning for you. A new beginning for you. Something new. For some of you, it's relocation. You're going to be living someplace different. And there's some planning that needs to go into this. The moon, move in silence. Don't tell everybody about your plans. But again, there's something about the subconscious coming out here. The number 7, your spiritual path. 7 is also 7th house relationship. Could also be Libra energy, Cancerian energy, home and partnerships. Mother, the mother energy, the partner energy. Aries could be in someone's chart, or Aries season could be significant taking action. That's Mars energy as well. Move in silence, especially when it comes to relationships, to avoid hostilities. Also, there's a lot of growth that's stemming from your spiritual path. There's a lot of unpacking that you need to do on a subconscious level, and that healing is working wonderfully for you and is leading you to a new, prosperous, stable, healthy beginning that is long-lasting. So you're going to be seen as the queen or the king, overcoming a lot here. And that is your reading. They're saying if you need other messages, they will be in other piles. So yeah, that's it. Option 2, that was your reading. It was a pleasure to read for you guys today. Let me know how this resonates for you in the comment section. If it did not, choose another pile. Thank you for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. It helps the channel. It helps me bring you more. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye. Have a wonderful day. Welcome. Option 3. You guys chose the pink sapphire. The number 44 could be relevant. The number 8. Okay, so I just noticed this little heart there that's carved into that bigger cabochon. Can you see it? It's very lightly delineated, but it's a heart. Pink. Pink. Sapphire. PPP, hire. Someone's going to hire you. SA, South Africa. Ink, something about ink. Could be tattoos as well. Pin, something about a pin. PP Islands as well. Ray, hi. PH, Philadelphia. SAP. App. Something about an app. An app is going to hire you? Or something about an app is hiring? Ireland? P. The P in mathematics. pH. Maybe you need to check your pH or the pH of the water that you're drinking. Okay, the archangels are around you, supporting you right now, guiding you, protecting you with the number 44 there. 4 plus 4 is an 8, so your future self is coming through to say that you've achieved stable prosperity. Okay, whatever you're doing, it's working. Pink, love, romantic love. I'm seeing romantic love with this one because it's pink. It's, you know, if it were green, it would be more universal, but this is more specific. All right. What else is coming through? Forgiveness. Choosing to heal, accepting and let it go, soothing the heart. Your heart is very soothed after forgiving yourself or forgiving someone. You're going to choose to heal. You're going to accept something and let go. Because forgiveness is a gift that you give yourself. Justice will be served for the good of all. Choose to heal yourself. Your future self wants you to choose to heal yourself right now. That is the best decision. Internal explorer. Maybe you've been doing a lot of self-inventory, self-analyzing. The number 32 is an interesting number because your future self is coming through to say, because that is the number of the Six of Wands, that you're winning, you're succeeding at life. And a lot will change with 3 + 2 is a 5. A lot will change that would lead you to stable prosperity and winning at life. And the lotus flower being on the crown chakra is like, the lotus represents something beautiful coming out of very murky circumstances and then wearing it as a crown. So it's like you're proud of what you've been through and how that has shaped you. You have healing hands. You are a healer in the future, and your hands, you've realized that your hands are healers. You could be an energy healer in the future. Maybe you already are. And what you've been through has shaped you into the healer that you are. And being able to heal others in this way. Just by touching people with your hands, you're healing them. You could be going through an internal navigation right now. Again, taking stock and looking at yourself. Cornucopia in the future, abundance. Again, you're going to have everything you need. There's plenty in your future. Plenty. And a lot of self-confidence, strength, courage that would lead you to abundance. You have the confidence, you know your worth, you feel strong, and you have the courage to get what you want, to go after what you want. The number 2 could be relevant. Saturn, wisdom. Yeah, you've been through a lot. You've been through limitations and restrictions, but discipline has taken you far. Structure, responsibility, your ambition. But it seems like limitations, oppression are lifting into the future, and all you're taking with you is the wisdom. And whatever you've been, your accomplishments have been, you're taking that into the future. Because no matter what you've been through, you held on to this faith that has been unshakable, that has been leading you in the right direction. The number 22. Despite whatever you've been through, you had faith that things would turn around, and they did. Your future self is coming through to say you're right. And a lot had to do with discipline, but a lot had to do also with allowing yourself to believe in a different reality that contributed to shaping this future that you are lucky enough to experience. Some of you have a daughter in the future, or your future daughter is coming through, or your daughter in the future, or someone's daughter has the answer to your question. So that may mean something. You're either going to have a daughter, or your daughter in the future is coming through to answer a question. Have faith in your daughter. If you have a daughter, she's going to turn out beautifully. Or there's a daughter coming for some of you, or something about someone's daughter that will bring you the answer to your question in the future. Your future self is saying. Interesting. I just shuffled a bunch of decks, so we're going to see reflections. What you contemplate can actualize. So your future self is saying whatever you believe and have faith that can happen, it will happen. So it's all a matter of believing in it. that is the only element that you have to work on, hold on to, is believing that it will take place, it will happen. The number 16 and the number 7 could be relevant. Your future self is coming through to say that you created the life that you decided that you were going to have. And as I say that, we have the word decision. You decided to release yourself from something toxic that was holding you back. You detoxed. You let go of any unnecessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence. And when you made that decision, it set you on a path of abundance. Confirming that, we have the number 15, which 1 plus 5 is a 6. 6 is abundance and prosperity. It's that moment you release yourself from which holds you back. When you detox from the negative thinking, the negative people, the negative experiences, and you let go of the unnecessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence, that everything turns around for you. That's what your future self is coming through to say. It's once 6 of Cups, you get back with your inner child and you allow yourself to live out the dreams you've always wanted to and do the things you've always wanted to since you were a little child. Once you reconcile with that inner child, that sense of wonder and curiosity and zest for life, that's when everything changes around for you. And now we have another 6 here. And we have the Lovers now. Oh, okay. Gemini energy. Capricorn and Gemini energy so far. Could be strongly in someone's chart here. Well, there is a big decision coming up, and it could be about a higher level soulmate who you may have had a past life with, or you may know for a very long time, or since you were very young. And there's joy and pleasure coming here. And a couple being brought to happiness, or a couple being brought together and being happy, removing negative energy that's standing in the way between you and a lover, and joy to both of you, holding each other through life. So it's not just holding hands, he's completely holding on to her. Look at that, how beautiful. So that's what's being depicted here, is moving through life with a strong higher level soulmate, with whom you are able to be yourself completely, with whom your inner child shines through. Beautiful. Okay, let's see more. 4 of Water. You may currently be a little bit feeling left out from your happiness right now, but all it takes is a decision to free yourself from a cage. Because the cage door is open, is what I'm seeing here. It's open, but you need to make the decision to allow yourself to release yourself from whatever's holding you back. And to let go of the unnecessary worry, because that is based on fear. And if you start making decisions from your heart space, fear has no say, then worry does not exist. In a place where love is, that the sun can be substituted by a sense of joy and happiness. And it all starts with raising your vibration and giving you access to the one true love, true soulmate, true joy, away from feeling stuck and imprisoned in a sense of lack and feeling left out from the experiences you want in life, and turning into boredom and dissatisfaction. No, there's a stark contrast between this 4 of Cups and the sun energy here. The sun is going to shine. You will be with the one, is what I'm seeing here. If you're not already, or if you feel that like you are with the one, things are going to improve. Yeah. So where shall we get our next card from for your future self? Let's see. New vitality. Ace of Wands. Wow. You're going to feel life in color again. You're going to feel colorful, happy, joyful, all those things. Yeah, you can expect a powerful change and a new beginning here with this new moon eclipse. So whenever the next new moon eclipse is, you watch out for that time, and that's when everything, you step into your happiness, okay? That's what I'm seeing here, stepping into your joy. But the decision needs to be, first you need to allow yourself that joy within yourself and shift to that frequency within. so then it can start materializing on the outside. And we have the lion here. So the lion, this could represent August or Leo season. Fire signs, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries could be contemplated here, but above all else, there's a sense of a growing sense of self-confidence, self-worth that leads to courage, because whatever this new beginning is, if you've been living in fear, it's going to take courage, taking action from the heart space to be able to access this higher vibration of joy. It's like a key to unlock to the next level, that then reaches. And you know, the lion being connected to the solar plexus chakra, which is this yellow energy, is like unlocking the next level. And courage has a lot to do with raising your vibration. You can't really go up until these higher realms of peace, joy, love, and authenticity if you don't have the courage. And to have the courage, you really need to build up your self-confidence. And to build up your self-confidence, you have to build your strength. And that means working on your insecurities, feeling strong in your own internal foundation, so that you can build on top of that. If your foundation is shaky or wobbly, it's difficult to move out of fear, right? So it's like something about working patiently toward this and mastering the courage through a sense of strength and self-confidence here. So your future self is coming through as the epitome of peace and strength so beautiful energy here. You're going to have the courage here to live the joys. I feel you're going to make a decision that's going to make you very happy, and that encompasses a very powerful change here and a new beginning that you're really, really passionate about. Living from the heart space and no longer from a place of fear and an upside down or flaky foundation. This is the real deal. Okay, I see joy, I see things growing for you, I see fertility, and by fertility I don't mean just making children. It could be that for some people, it could be just making things happen, making more money, feeling like you're bringing new projects to spring, whatever that is. And just feeling a skip in your step again, just feeling happy and joyful and alive. Okay? Beautiful. So let me just get the dice for you. And we have Sagittarius energy, so your life expanding immensely, the universe being very generous with you, long distance travel, your accessing new depths in terms of knowledge, spiritual knowledge, knowledge of self, knowledge of the world. South Node, no longer allowing the past to hold you back. And fifth house change, Mercury, movement, communication, fifth house, romance, feeling childlike again, feeling alive like a child and connecting to your inner child, and romance, lightheartedness, creation, creativity coming through, creating new things, creating a new life. So feeling uplifted, feeling lighthearted and celebrating life. I'm seeing very, very positive energy here. The decision to not let the past hold you back any longer, because that's keeping you in lack. And so you're moving into abundance by way of unlocking that next stage towards joy by working on your sense of strength and self-confidence, so that you can have the courage to take action from your heart space, which is the meaning of that. So that was your reading, option 3. If you want more messages, because we did have strength coming out in other piles. We did have the self-confidence theme. We did have the courage theme, I think, in option 1. So there could be a message there for you, or maybe in option 2. Who knows if you were drawn to another pile. And that was your reading. It was such a pleasure to read for you guys today. Thank you always for liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing. It helps the channel. It helps to bring you more. For extra content, there's Patreon. And if you're interested in my services, you can find my email in the description box. It was a pleasure to read for everyone today. Have a beautiful day. Bye. Till next time.